She'd already been waiting over an hour, and there were still several applicants occupying the other chairs. They were mostly men, but that wasn't out of the ordinary in her line of work. April had only seen 2 other women come to interview, and one had already left. She studied the remaining woman from under her lashes. Unlike April, the red-headed woman seemed fully confident in her white button-up blouse and perfectly creased slacks. Perspiration gathered between April's shoulder blades. She'd gotten all the tags off her shirt, hadn't she? Despite her friend Rachel's insistence otherwise, she wondered if she'd regret splurging at the off-price department store. It had been some time since she'd gotten herself any new clothes, and she couldn't recall ever picking out anything as fancy as the satiny green blouse. Her eyes traced the filigreed lettering on the business card. MBI. Thorough. Discreet. It had seemed necessary for the interview. April flipped the card over. The queasiness in her stomach eased at the sight of the flowing, messy handwriting. She wasn't out of place here. She'd been invited. Jack Mercer had seen her in action. His name was on the card, so that had to mean something. At the time, she hadn't been sure what to think of the job offer. She'd been chasing down a lead for a bail bondsman on a guy who'd skipped out on his bail. Grungy was a complimentary word to describe the bar she'd ended up in. Jack, with his dimpled smile and lingering gaze, had just seemed like another guy looking to hook up. His tailored suit and expensive shoes had been the only thing that had given her pause. With a muffled snort, she twirled the card between her fingers. Not that Jack ever had a chance in hell with her, but Josie, her current boss, had been threatening to retire for a year. It wouldn't hurt to apply. "April Hawkins?" a soft voice called out. April immediately stood, recognizing the voice as belonging to the woman from the front desk. She'd smiled at April after checking her in. A real one that had almost made April's lips upturn in reflex. April cleared her throat and subtly wiped her hands on her black slacks. She should have asked for the woman's name. The executive assistant, in a fitted Oxford shirt and long brown skirt, was waiting with the same patient smile. "This way, please," the woman said with a hand outstretched back the way she'd come. April nodded and followed, focusing on the woman's neat bun of honey-brown hair rather than agonizing over the impending interview. They turned a corner, revealing a long hallway of opaque glass and black-framed doors with shiny metal handles. Offices, she knew, by the vague shapes of furniture she could see. They proceeded all the way down to the end, to the only 2 offices with real walls. The doors were the same, though these had silvery names expertly painted on at roughly eye level. J. Mercer, the door to the right said. Her eyes flicked to the left door out of habit. V. Barrera. Her stomach fluttered. If Jack remembered who she was, then maybe she had a shot. "Mr. Mercer is ready to see you now," the administrative assistant said as they approached the right door. "Great." April swallowed and forced a smile. "Thanks." She raised her arm and knocked. "Come in," came the muffled reply. Reflexively, she turned back to the other woman. "Wish me luck." The woman smiled and said, "Good luck," as April opened the door. April decided to learn her name on the way out, regardless of the outcome of the interview. The door closed behind her. She strained to hear the muted click of retreating heels on the thick carpet. "Ah, Miss Hawkins." Unlike their initial meeting, Jack Mercer's dark green eyes were clear and respectfully staying on her face. A tautness in her chest eased. "Mr. Mercer."